Legend has it that it was written by the Dark One.
The Kinonomicon
Ex Mortis. Roughly translated,
good movie.
of the dead.
I watched a phenomenal trilogy of movies that normally I don't get 3 wins in a row when it comes to watching horror movies, because I'm really down to the unpopped kernels at the bottom of the bucket, and yet somehow I found 3 candy corn down there, so I'm doing pretty good.
I hate candy corn.
What is it?
No, so my Vinegar Syndrome movies, my halfway to Black Friday haul came in, and the first 3 movies I watched were all winners. And we're
I thought you meant it was a trilogy.
Yeah, you thought I was talking about candy corn. my allegory was right over your head. It's the popcorn trilogy. It's like one of those tins you get from the Boy Scouts outside of a Walmart or a Kmart, where it's got it's segmented. Like one's the candy corn, one's the butter, and one's the cheese corn. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. What the fuck is a horror movie?
Jesus. Are you okay? Did you get into pills again?
I've gotten into something.
How are you doing, Winnie?
I mean, do you normally cut your pills up into a white powder? Because that's what I got into.
You have to. They go up your nose easier.
Wait, why would you put it up your nose?
Oh, boy.
Weenie, what's good?
Nothing's good.
Wow, that was
Now
a way
what?
to start the stream.
Now, I've watched a bunch of movies that aren't really show material, I think, this week. So
They aren't show material?
yeah.
Well, it's not like we talk about the
fucked up,
movies
guys.
you watch anyways.
That's true. Fair enough.
Well, it's like you finally decide to watch like a movie from the 80s, and instead of a horror movie, it's Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I mean, that's on you.
But it's so good, and I hadn't seen it in a while.
I
It's
had
like
a
one of the best
feeling
movies ever made.
I had a feeling this is how it was going to go. When I saw you earlier on Twitter, you were like, yeah, I watched 2 rom-coms back to back today. I was like, oh.
The Bridges of Madison County and being...
That's not even a comedy.
Sure it
Oh,
is.
my goodness.
It's funnier than Amistad.
Okay, well, that's a weird bar to have for comedy. So. I think you need a guidance counselor, Mark.
Dungeon Master Blaster says, no way Ghoulies is a classic. He says no way, like, I don't know if what
We
he
all
means,
love
like,
Ghoulies here, Dungeon Master. You're in good
We're all
company.
pro
You're
Ghoulies.
not.
yeah, like I don't know if he meant like no way Ghoulies is a classic, or if he thought we hated it for some reason.
I think
No.
the hyphen there means that he agrees that Ghoulies is a classic.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I didn't want to be mistaken for anti-Ghoulites.
right. We got Eric saying, in the pantheon of Gremlins knockoffs, you got your Critters, your Ghoulies, your Munchies, and somewhere at the bottom you've got the demons from Rock and Roll Nightmare.
Now
Well,
that is partially true, but I would put Rock and Roll Nightmare above Munchies, and I would put Munchies above Hobgoblins.
Yeah,
You know-
that sounds about right.
you know,
Although
I don't
haven't
know-
seen Rock and Roll Nightmare.
I don't know if this is just Charles Band trying to rewrite history, but I saw somewhere, I can't remember if it was a video zone or if it was just an interview, where he said something like, you know, that meme of a guy pushing up his glasses and he's like, well, actually, like, I saw Charles Band say something like, well, actually, Ghoulies was written before Gremlins, and we didn't knock it off. We just couldn't get the movie out till after.
All right, yeah, that's true,
okay.
because the original version of Ghoulies was just about some asshole kid resurrecting his Satanist father in his mansion. And then when they saw Gremlins, they're like, holy fuck, let's add a bunch of little puppet monsters into the movie. So he's only half right. He's only being half honest.
Here's an important question. Does the gate get factored into Ghoulies Critter
Ooh.
Gremlins?
That's a good question, because it does have a lot of little monsters in it.
A ton
but
of them.
Yeah, but they're not puppets though. They're like they're guys in suits who are filmed in forced perspective, so they look
Right.
small. They're not quite the same as like Ghoulies.
I'm sure that they
and
do have
Critters.
some puppetry moments though.
Yeah, they do have some puppetry, but it's mostly a different thing. It's kind of like Subspecies has the little like red guys, but they're all done in stop motion. And Ghoulies
Oh,
only has
right,
like
right.
Yeah, like Ghoulies has a little bit of stop motion in the second movie, but it's mostly all puppets.
Yeah.
Is Alpha Ghoulie? He's a small puppet.
You know what I like? You know what I like about Ghoulies is how so much of that movie never is explained. Like, there's that random clown that's never explained. Like,
it turns into like a reptile man. It's really weird. So it's a doll clown, which you think would just be scary enough on its own, but then it just starts like ripping its face off, and it turns into like the creature from the Black Lagoon. And then you don't even see it kill the person. You just see the dead body show up later in the basement with like a slit throat. So like, did it also have a knife?
That's one thing about the kills in this movie too, is they're not really kills. It's like the puppet will like jump on somebody's face and they fall.
So when I watched Ghoulies this weekend, I was surprised at how it really seems like it should have been a PG-13 movie, which I think PG-13 existed by that point in the 80s. But like, because all the kills happen off screen, and then you see the dead bodies of everybody in the basement at the end when like the zombie father shows up. But it's like, how did this get an R rating? It has a couple scenes where people are banging, but like there's hardly any gore in it.
Let's see. Nerdy Texan Accountant says there are 3 sequels to Ghoulies. I've only seen the first 2. I've only seen the first 2.
Those are the only ones you need to see. I mean, unless you really want to see the Ghoulies go to college and get an education.
The title sounds so funny. I've always thought about watching it.
It's
awful.
I like Ghoulies 3, but not enough to own it, which should give you an idea because I own some shit.
Right.
Rumors are saying that it's going to come through Vestron, and if it does, it should be at like $12 max, maybe 14. So
I will go in
for you.
I will go in for it if it does that. Now, Ghoulies 4 is a movie I actually owned at one point on DVD. I got a bargain bin at Best Buy for like $8.99, and I got rid of it because I was like, I need to just get this out of my house right now. Like my dog like took a shit in the carpet and I need to get it out of the house. Like that's what I did with Ghoulies 4.
That's so funny because I know you own some really awful movies.
Oh, I own like radioactive like material. It's terrible.
Oh man.
You guys ever wonder if there's Rule 34 of the Ghoulies?
Oh, I'm sure there is. There's Rule 34 of everything.
Oh, what is that? There's like porn of everything.
Oh yeah. There's got to be Ghoulies porn out there. Someone somewhere has done it. But I'm not brave enough to look. I mean, do you really want to see, like, I bet there's like a whole Ghoulies fandom out there where they have like their OTPs and there's people who ship Cat Ghoulie with Fish Ghoulie or something like that. And
which one do you think is like the flagship LGBT Ghoulie? You know what I mean? How like Pennywise or whatever was one. Babadook. Well, who's the Ghoulie that's really a gay icon?
Now that's a
it's the clown.
Question.
Clown
the
Ghoulie?
Clown doesn't count. There's okay. So here are the Ghoulies just for people out there. There's Fish Ghoulie. There's Cat Ghoulie. There's Rat Ghoulie, who looks more like a goat but is called Rat Ghoulie. There's Bat Ghoulie and the rarely seen Toad Ghoulie, who is only in Ghoulies 2.
That's right.
So, which one is the gay one? That's could it be Rat Ghoulie? Because in the second movie, he's the one who's just always throwing up green slime on everybody. Like,
and it's like a sensual thing with the couple.
Like he's really
almost like he's chipping in on that little makeout sesh.
Yeah. Or could it be Cat Ghoulie because he's the most effeminate?
Oh, that's true. Could be a gender identity thing with Cat Ghoulie.
Oof, this is very controversial. Comic book says Lucio Fulci is history's greatest horror director.
Asterisk footnote to come out of Italy.
No, Dario Argento. Come on, man.
I think
you only like 2 of his movies anyway.
I like 5 of his movies.
Oh, bullcrap! Nobody likes at least 5 of his movies. He hasn't made 5 good movies.
Oh, come on!
He's made like 3 good movies.
Come on! Suspiria, Bird with the Crystal Plumage, Deep Red, Cat o' Nine Tails. Crap! What's the 5th one?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, there's 4 Flies on Grey Velvet if you want to go into the entire Animal trilogy of his giallo films. There's Inferno, and there's Phenomenon. Now, I don't like all 7 of those movies, but those are at least 7 tolerable movies. But now, what has Lucio Fulci done? He's done House by the Cemetery, Zombie 2. Well, I've seen it, so you just listen to me now. He's in House of the Cemetery, City of the Living Dead, The Beyond, Zombie 2, at least half of Zombie 3. Let's see, what else has Fulci done that's good? Hot Dog. Don't you know any of the Fulci movies?
I'll look him up. Zombie. Did you say Zombie 2?
Yeah, Zombie 2, yeah. And he did half of Zombie 3.
Did he direct or just write Don't Torture a Duckling?
I didn't like that movie at all.
The New York Ripper.
That one's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Comic books is The Beyond.
I already listed The Beyond.
All right. I will.
Someone's forgetting a certain Italian director by the name of Claudio Fragrasso. Troll 2, Texas Chainsaw 3 in Italy.
Oh, God.
Troll 2? Wasn't that Martin Scorsese?
That's his pen name.
And then we haven't even gotten into Bruno Mattei yet.
I don't
know if I have a favorite Italian director.
I've enjoyed more of Fulci's movies than I've enjoyed more of Argento's movies. Like, I would sooner watch Zombie 2 than I would Four Flies on Grey Velvets or most of those movies, like his giallo flicks.
My problem is I like Italian movies because they're usually terrible. And so I would think if I went for movies that were actually good, I'd probably say Fulci over Argento. I think. But the Argentos I like a lot.
Yeah, that's the thing is that I think Argento's best movies are better than Fulci's best movies. Yeah. But I think Fulci has made a higher number of entertaining movies because, like, Argento's his biggest failure was that he didn't die in the 80s like Fulci did. He just kept going. And he just kept making, like, he brought his own grade point average down when he just kept churning out, like, really shitty workman-like movies that seemed like they were made for TV. And it just brought his whole canon down. Whereas Fulci, I mean, he died in the 80s, but his body of work, I mean, I don't think he ever made a boring movie.
Dude, The Beyond is awesome. And the ending.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Probably one of the best endings for an Italian movie.
Okay, don't spoil that one for me. I'm going to put it in my cart right now. Does that have an Arrow release? That sounds familiar.
It was originally. I have a Grindhouse release.
Yeah, that's the one I got too.
Someone did it recently, though. I'm not sure who.
So The Beyond is part of a trilogy. It's called the Doors of Death or the Gates of Hell trilogy. It was supposed to be 7 movies, but they only made 3. It's City of the Living Dead, The Beyond, and House by the Cemetery. They're a thematic trilogy, so you can watch whatever one you want. You just got to know that they're all part of a series.
Okay, I put The Beyond in my cart.
Yeah, that's the best one. That's the one you want to watch.
Yeah, and it's Grindhouse.
Yes. You get to see an Italian guy who's never seen a gun before in his entire life try to load it by dropping the bullet down the barrel. It's hilarious. He has no idea what he's doing. He's like,
you gotta learn by doing, you know?
Yeah. You loaded this thing like the musket.
Hey, what is this? I like putting spaghetti on a meatball over here.
Oh, man. The House by the Cemetery, 4K. All right, I'll put that in my cart as well.
Yeah, House by the Cemetery is pretty good. It's just got a really annoying kid in it who's dubbed really, really badly, which might actually make the movie better.
I hate annoying kids in movies.
Yeah. City of the Living Dead is good. City of the Living Dead is good. It's just a lot of nonsense, especially the ending. Like, nothing in that movie makes any sense whatsoever. But you'll like it, Nasser, because it's very dreamlike, intentionally.
Yippee!
The Beyond, though, is also very dreamlike, but it holds together better as a movie and as a narrative.
Yeah, for sure.
Huh. You know, speaking of Ghoulies, there's a line in that movie that I think it's completely hot dog. It's got that full custom hot dog energy where the guy says, the guy's name is Dick, and he's like, "I'm Dick, but you can call me Dick."
And that scene's great. He's in the kitchen and he's got like the beer and he's trying to flirt with the girls like, "I'm Dick, but you can call me." And then he pops the beer, Dick, as like the beer like splurts out like it's ejaculating. Like, yeah. I also thought a full custom hot dog in that moment. Yeah.
Oh, I wonder why. Oh my goodness. Yeah, everybody's talking about the New York Ripper. I guess I'll put this one in my cart too.
That one's really good. It's
that one's really horny too, so you'll be extra.
It's super horny.
Huh.
It's got the New York Ripper, the killer in the movie. I'm not going to tell you the twist or anything about it, but his whole deal is that whenever he calls up like the police or his future victims to taunt them, he does it with a Donald Duck impression. So the killer is always
Oh man, Mark, you watched Cthulhu Mansion.
So here's the order of movies that I watched, and they just by happenstance all happened to be like within this really niche genre of dead magicians trapping teenagers in their crazy mansion and sicking special effects monsters on them. Like there's more than 3 movies like that apparently.
It's my new favorite subgenre.
I was like, I'm suddenly in love with this right now. So I watched Spellcaster, and I talked about that last week. But then I watched Witch Trap, which was by Kevin Tenney, the same guy who directed Night of the Demons. And Witch Trap was really good. The problem with Witch Trap is that it's just like Night of the Demons, but not as good. It's like a prototype. So Night of the Demons does everything Witch Trap does, but better. But Witch Trap by itself is a good movie. But yeah, it's about paranormal investigators and some security bodyguards for them who go into a crazy mansion that a magician died in to try and like exorcise his ghost. And then the magician kills them all. His ghost does anyway. And it has like all the same camera stuff that Kevin Tenney does in Night of the Demons, like the roving camera that goes through the hallways and like gets right up in everybody's face. But it's all done better in Night of the Demons, so I kind of recommend just watching Night of the Demons instead. But I still liked it.
Yeah.
And then I watched Ghoulies, and then after Ghoulies, I watched Cthulhu Mansion, which was the tits. I really like Cthulhu Mansion. Have you watched it yet, Nasser?
No, I didn't have time before the stream, but I think either tomorrow or after I'll be watching it.
You should, because that one was awesome. It's not as good as Spellcaster, but it's close. It's like a runner-up. It's actually pretty great. It gets so fucking bonkers in like the last 30 minutes. But it has like the whole thing with like crazy special effects monsters that come after these stupid assholes who are trapped in the magic mansion and can't get out. I don't want to ruin any scenes for you, Nasser, but if you like the chick getting eaten by the chair in Spellcaster, then there's another chick who gets eaten by another household object in this movie. And it's also
you're gonna get Weenie excited. Like last time when we were talking about Spellcaster, and you're like, yeah, she gets eaten by the chair. Weenie's over here like, Mark, this is very important. Which way was she sitting in the chair?
Stop the podcast. Yeah. Stop the podcast.
He's like, oh, what kind of chair was it? Like, oh, what color were the cushions? Did it have armrests? Oh, yeah. Oh.
What did it look like it smelled like?
Right. He's like, was it one of those musty old chairs you'd find in an old person's home? Oh my goodness!
I know a chair that's going to have to be reupholstered, and it's the one I'm sitting on right now.
Weenie, you missed out on such a fun movie. I looked for you. I looked for you when their website came back up a couple days ago. I looked for it, but I couldn't find the listing for that movie at all.
So they put their store back up finally, and it doesn't have it. Oh, no. Does that mean it's sold out? Let me check.
Well, on Vinegar Syndrome, they had all their partner labels, and I think they're just redoing their own stock while just pimping out all of their I think they're their subsidiaries from what it sounds like. I don't know.
Let me see.
Because it recently launched that they have a distribution house now.
Yeah. So right now, they just haven't restocked. I don't think that means that the movie's gone for good, even though it's a Vinegar Syndrome archive. So once they're sold out, it's gone forever. But
yeah, but all the movies up right now are like AGFA.
So
all the other labels.
Like if I looked up all the ones that I bought, and those are all getting because those are all Vinegar Syndrome ones, and those are all getting no results found. But that just means that they haven't restocked their own stock on the site yet. So there's still a chance, hot dog. And wouldn't you rather be watching Spellcaster instead of I don't know whatever Steel Magnolias or whatever bullshit you watch?
I watched 2 movies, and you guys are just gonna bully me. You guys are so manly, huh? Sometimes it's manly to feel.
It's okay. I cried during Brian's song too.
Oh man, but wait, are we going to talk about the rom-coms you watched, or are we still talking about Spellcaster?
I've watched other movies besides those 2 movies.
Well,
why are they as good as Spellcaster?
Nothing I've watched recently is as good as Spellcaster, I'm sure.
Well, you watched Roger Rabbit, like one of the greatest movies ever made, but that doesn't count. We're not here to talk about good movies. We're here to talk about Puppet Master and Ghoulies.
Right. But Spellcaster, it was so stupid, but I couldn't help but like it. I don't want to spoil it for Weenie, but it the first 20 minutes are the stupidest thing I ever watched. And I was like, why am I watching this? And then as it went on, it actually got a little good. I was surprised. I found myself enjoying it.
It did the impossible and kind of it actually starts out really well because it starts out with a music video of the pop star woman who's one of the main characters in the movie. I'm like, all right, this is going to be Terror Vision. This one's going to be really MTV, right. But then it just kind of slows the fuck down, and for 15 minutes it's just a whole lot of setup. But then the first monster shows up, and what was the first monster? It was the chair is the first monster in that one. But then the pop star character just goes down to the basement and gets attacked by a bunch of zombies right afterward, and then the movie just kind of keeps going at a pretty steady clip after that. Yeah, which I don't know, that's kind of funny how she was surrounded by 15 zombies, and then she just gets away, and she's like, "There's things down there," and everybody's like, "Oh no, you're probably imagining it," and then she's just chilling. I would have been gone. So I know we don't want to ruin it for Hot Dog, but her getting attacked by the zombies doesn't make any sense with the revelation at the end. When Adam Ant, who is the ghost magician, shows up at the end and the one who conjured up all the monsters. Yeah. I don't know, Weenie. Go think about chairs for a second and in the bathroom, and then come back when you're done.
All right, I'll take the microphone with me so I'm not alone.
And anyway, I won't spoil it, but yeah, what happens at the end when you find out what her deal was, it doesn't make any sense that she got attacked too by monsters, but that's okay because it was an Empire Pictures film. That's so is Ghoulies. Right. The movies don't have to make sense; they just have to be entertaining, and that's every Empire Pictures movie I've ever watched.
How is there not a good Empire Pictures box set? Right. They released one, but it was limited and from Charles Band, so I assume it's garbage.
It's all DVDRs.
Yeah, they're just mini discs.
Oh my God.
Oh man. And
he just burned on his own PC. It's man, Windows Vista is so fast.
Nerdy Texan Accountant says Puppet Master is great. The first 3 films are the best in the franchise. The first 6.
Give me the first 5, 6.
The first 5. Nobody likes Curse of Puppet Master.
No, that one's so funny. They
don't even have the right costumes on for that one. The puppets, they couldn't dress the puppets right.
That's why it's so funny, because it's like the whole time the main dude, the that kind of stupid kid, he's like
kind of stupid. What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. He's just dumb.
Stroke?
But I mean, he's always carving wood, and so the guy's like, "I need you to carve the perfect puppet for me." And then at the end, the monster he made is metal. It's not even wood.
Yeah, look at Puppet Master's not about being fun or funny. It's about being scary and fighting Nazis, right, guys?
They still fighting the damn Nazis. It's been 10 movies since they started fighting the Nazis. The puppets have been fighting the Nazis longer than the Allies were fighting the Nazis at this point. It's just
man.
Curse of Puppet Master is that movie where it's hey, isn't Leech Woman supposed to be dead? I don't give a fuck. Now we have a dead puppet in the movie with no explanation.
Charles Band was like, wait, we have an extra Leech Woman puppet in storage. We can't let this go to waste. Just put it in.
I just picture him being like, I don't have time to worry about details. Chop, chop. Let's go.
I kind of want to read that. So there's a book that I shared with you guys a link for. Yeah. It's the complete authorized history of the Puppet Master franchise, and I just want to see if the guy writing that book tries to make sense of that fucking continuity. Because good fucking luck.
I want to get.
What's the oral history of the Puppet Master? Oh yeah, I needed a paycheck, and Charlie said he would give me one. So if you're out there, Charlie, please give me my paycheck.
Right.
He hasn't gotten paid yet.
Right. I was about to say that. I can't see Charles paying anybody. Honestly. All I can see is him he has one meeting with whoever is directing the movie, and he's like, use these props that are in storage. And they're like, but these are all little Nazi puppets. What are we supposed to do with these? Like, I don't care. Put them in the movie.
He's got a briefcase with just a sandwich in it.
So there are people who worked on Puppet Master 2 who are calling Charles up asking like, hey, when am I going to get paid? And he's like, oh yeah, I got your check. Can you meet me in Bulgaria in 10 minutes and I'll give you your money? He's like, I'm in Connecticut. I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Guess you don't want to get paid, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, anyway, I've got this idea for Subspecies 7. Maybe you can meet me in Romania and we can talk about it.
Oh man, Billy
At my castle in Ohio.
Billy says Trancers and Trancers 2 is the perfect blend of cyberpunk and cheesy monsters. Billy, I didn't know you had good taste in movies.
Yeah, Trancers 1 and 2 are pretty great. I mean,
So
they
two
kill
is
Santa
a
Claus in the first one.
2?
Say what?
I'm torn on 2.
What's a Trancer?
It's a really cheap zombie that has no zombie makeup whatsoever.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny too. Especially like, oh my goodness, we're like the dudes will look normal, and then suddenly he's like, "Wait, could you be a trancer?" And then it's like that's all it takes, and suddenly these people.
Because if you ask, they legally have to tell you.
I know. It's like if they're a cop pretending to be a prostitute, they have to tell you. You're right, Nasser. That every single time is like, "Hey, are you a trancer?" And they're like, "Blah." And they never just like, no, maybe.
I really love Trancers and Trancers 1.5. 2 I like, but I'm so torn on it because they had that dumb like love triangle thing, which was just cringe and which ate up a lot of the plot. And I was watching it like, no, fight monsters, and they're like, who do I really belong with? I'm like, I don't care.
Right. So 2, like I remember that one. It's not as cheap as like Transfers 4 and 5. The ones where they ran out of budget. But I just remember that like half the movie takes place in the front yard of a mansion because I don't think they were allowed to film inside the mansion, and then like the second half of the movie takes place in a greenhouse. It's like this is like, man, your location shooting. Like what'd you do? Like spend a week on that? What the fuck?
They went up to 7.
Trancers?
Yeah.
Did they go up to 7? I know that they did a Trancer 6 that didn't have Jack Death in it. It didn't have Tim Thomerson in it. It had like so Jack Death like body hops again, and he winds up in a chick's body, and so the chick is Jack Death, but obviously it's because they couldn't get Tim Thomerson. I didn't know they made a 7. That's sad.
Oh no, I think it was a pitch for 7.
I think you told me stop after 3, so I just never picked up 3.
Yeah, stop after 3. That's. But who knows? You're fucking Master of Body. Maybe you're gonna watch Trancers 4 and be like, I love that one too. It's the Curse of Puppet Master.
Curse of the Trancer.
Yeah.
He carves a metal puppet and it's a wooden guy the whole time.
Eric in the chat says, I'm very glad my wife left the room before Hot Dog's chair talk started.
Describe your wife's chair for us right now.
Billy says Trancers is part Blade Runner, part Evil Dead, part Howard.
Howard the
Duck.
Dick.
Does
Yeah,
Howard the Duck vibes to it. It really does. It's got like none of the special effects of Howard the Duck, but it has So in Howard the Duck, the guy who played the principal from God damn it, what's his name? I know his name.
What's the movie?
I don't know.
He played the principal in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and he got caught with
the
child
sex
porn.
offender guy.
Yeah,
Oof.
But he's the
name.
villain in Howard the Duck, and he's possessed by one of the dark overlords, who are these like badass alien monsters. But he spends the movie just like looking like a normal dude, but with like sunken in eyes, like dark circles around his eyes. And he looks just like a trancer. That's what the trancers look like. They're just normal dudes with dark circles around their eyes.
My favorite part about Trancers is the way they show the future. Like, it starts off with just a diner at night, and that's it. And they're like, this is the future. I'm like, oh, okay, it's the future. And Jack Death goes into the diner, and he's like, I'm Jack Death. I want to kill people. And they're like, oh, can we serve you some chili under these neon lights? It's like, oh, yeah, that's the future. Just little diners. That's where cops go to kill Trancers. And then, like, whenever they show the lab, it's just like a really, like, plain lab that does not look futuristic at all, except for maybe they might have, like, one small thing. That,
hey, they got beakers and test tubes in
right.
there. But the water in the test tubes are like crazy colors, like green and blue. So that's how you know it's like a mad scientist lab.
Wait,
Right.
so why are trancers bad?
So there are the villains of the movie are people who can hypnotize people into becoming trancers, and those are the bad guys. It's like they're the masterminds, and that's who Jack Death has to go back in time to stop. Is like the boss trancer who can turn normal people into like the mindless zombie slaves because they have like willpower bullshit. So
It's so confusing. I still don't understand it.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like Jack Death goes back in time and he possesses one of his ancestors, but he's like, you know what? I'm going to stay here in the past because it's more fun. And so somehow he doesn't completely wink out of existence because he's changed history and he never like had any kids. But yeah, it's trancers. It doesn't have to make any sense.
My favorite thing about trancers, I still laugh at this, is so he goes back in time, and going back in time in this, you have to go down like the bloodstream or whatever they call it, and so you have to be one of your ancestors from that time. So he's his like great whatever grandpa, and then so he's dating the chick that his grandpa was dating. And then when he goes back to the future, he's out of it again. He's his normal self. So his grandpa, after being dormant for like a month, just suddenly wakes up randomly in bed with this chick, sleeps with her, and doesn't question it at all. He's like, wait, how did I get here? What happened to the last like 2 months of my life?
Yeah, I mean, if you just like woke up in the middle of the night and you were like about to bang, Meg, was it Meg Ryan? Yeah, no, Helen Hunt. It was Helen Hunt, like prime Helen Hunt. You wouldn't ask any questions either. You're like, well, we're doing this.
It's just funny, like because it happens multiple times. You just never questions it. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Weenie, what did you watch? Since we never talk about the movies you watch, and I cut you off earlier.
A series of indie fantasy films called Lord of the Rings. I don't know if you guys have heard of those.
That is some normie shit you just watched.
Loosely based on a series of books called.
I don't want to hear about that. I want to hear about tiny puppet monsters.
I watched Raising Cain, a De Palma thriller. It was pretty good. John Lithgow.
They had tiny puppet monsters in Lord of the Rings. They're called hobbits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually skinned Elijah Wood, and they used his skin to make a puppet.
That Elijah Wood puppet looks so realistic.
I didn't buy it yet. I want to get some more De Palma movies. I love all the ones I've seen.
I want to see Blowout. That's the next one I want to see because I heard a lot of people singing his praise lately.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the Criterion sale to get that one.
Of course you are.
Right. I should have got it last time, but I didn't hear any recommends for it till like afterwards, and then all of a sudden, it was after I watched Sisters, and then which is also a Criterion release, and I wanted more of his movies, and everybody's like, "Oh, we got to get Blowout," so I was like, "I'll wait for the sale." But yeah, I really love that. And I love Phantom of the Paradise, Carrie, Dressed to Kill, all great movies.
Yeah. It's funny. So Carrie was a movie that I never watched like for most of my life because I knew how it ended, and so I was like, "What's the point?" And then I think the first time I watched it was like 5 years ago, which is crazy because it's like such a classic, but I just never got around to it. And actually, Carrie is not the movie I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be like the mean girl and John Travolta like spend the whole movie making fun of Carrie and picking on her. But they only pick on her in like the first 5 minutes when they throw all their tampons at her in the shower. And then the rest of the movie is just John Travolta and the mean girl plotting their prank on Carrie. And the movie like spells it out. Like, that they're going to dump the bucket of blood on her. So that's not a surprise. So it's not even really a spoiler that she gets the bucket dumped on her at the end, because the movie is like, this is what we're going to do. And that's kind of the tension, is that you're spending the whole movie just like watching Carrie get like abused by her mom and watching these bullies like prepare like their evil stunt on her, and then the stunt happens and she goes apeshit at the end. So it was a very different kind of movie than I expected it to be. Actually, I ended up really liking it. Yeah,
I like it because it's pretty much exactly the book, but also like the way you described it, like it's also got a different sort of feel to it, because for a lot of the book it's like a constant thing that they're always picking on Carrie, but in the movie, while they do it a lot, I didn't feel it was as constant as in the book.
It's weird. So it's like you expect, like, they're just going to be picking on her for the whole movie until then she finally snaps. but they pick on her at the beginning and get in trouble, and so that's why they have to lay off Carrie for the rest of the movie, and they're plotting their revenge. But most of her abuse isn't from like fellow teenagers; it's from like her mom, who's just like tearing into her all the time.
Right.
And like some other people in town, like that one little kid in the bike who's like creepy Carrie, and then she just like knocks him off the bike, which is great. But it's not
scene.
from like the other schoolmates. So you kind of like just spend the whole movie waiting for that other shoe to drop. So that's where most of the tension and suspense comes from.
Yeah. And again, we overshadowed Weenie. Weenie, you have the next 20 minutes. Just talk as much as you want. We won't interrupt you.
It's okay, guys. So, anyways, this Lord of the Rings, right? These guys got to take this ring all the way to a volcano. You guys wouldn't believe the shit they have to go through. Oh my god, holy shit!
Have you seen any of Peter Jackson's other movies, like Dead Alive, perhaps?
Like The Hobbit? Yeah. No, I haven't seen The Hobbit yet. I can't wait. Peter Jackson. Everything I know about Peter Jackson is King Kong, Lord of the Rings, and Hobbits, dude. That guy's a wizard.
Well, if you like those, you're gonna love Meet the Feebles.
Oh,
No,
man.
I've seen Frighteners. That's good.
Okay,
Arrow's releasing it in October. I remember
Yeah.
being at a Comic-Con when Frighteners came out. That's fucking how old I am.
Damn.
It was kind of lame.
No wonder you got a good
Damn.
job.
Right.
Yeah, I guess.
Right. Weenie's rolling in the dough.
Why are you guys putting
Frighteners,
this on my shoulders right now? This
Well-
is intimidating.
We rented Frighteners because the box cover was really cool. It was one of the first
Yeah.
like, holographic box covers. So it was like that and Jack Frost were like the first of their kind to have the whatever you call that. Yeah, the holographic box cover. Frighteners.
Lenticular.
Lenticular. Thank you. Yeah. Ooh. You and your $10 words, hot dog. It's almost as much
Right.
as you spent on like Frighteners in the bargain bin at Best Buy.
Right.
'Cause
Soon he's going to start watching Criterion movies.
soon he'll graduate from Frighteners to Yojimbo.
Don't speak so soon.
Right.
Uh,
Right. Next week he's going to get on here like, I just watched Alfred Hitchcock's Rebecca.
I'm gonna start my own show called the Actual Good Movie Nomicon, and it's me and like two like pseudo yous, Park Pellegrini and Rasser Nabati.
Right.
It'll be just you doing your impressions of us, like, "Hey guys, it's me, Nasser, and I just watched this really stellar movie. It was very interesting by Alfred Hitchcock. It's called Lifeboat. It bored the shit out of me. I hated it."
Shucks, boys, I sure like Brian De Palma.
I really did like Lifeboat. Although I thought the main character was pretty stupid. Like I didn't understand how anybody on that boat actually tolerated her.
I love watching people just in a raft for like 90 minutes. It's so thrilling.
It is.
Lord, that movie was more tedious than Cube.
There's
It's
a
not
lot
tedious, though.
of
It's
there's a
fun.
lot of pornos that pulled it off.
True, yeah, but you
Wait,
never
what?
finish a porno, so you never know how those things end. Like did they
true.
get their pizza? Did they get the copier fixed? Did they ever refill the water cooler? Like I never know because
Hey, I never thought of that. They never do get those things fixed, do they?
no. Like, did Debbie ever make it to Dallas? I don't know.
I swear to God, I heard the gears turning in Nasser's head to write a porn where they actually conclude all these issues. He's like, I'm gonna tie up all these loose ends in porno.
So what you're saying is that the climax comes during the epilogue. Yeah.
Oh man,
That was me doing my New Yorker comic strip joke. Was it droll? Yes.
Oh
I-
man,
Perfect. It
nerdy
was
Texan
perfect.
accountant says, wasn't most of Empire International owned by MGM,
Yeah.
and MGM was bought by Amazon? Do you think Charles Band could buy back his older films?
It's weird. He has the rights to some of his Empire flicks, and he doesn't have the rights to others. I don't know how it works.
I don't know. I thought
I don't
MGM was just like distributing them, like didn't own them, but like
Well,
they had like
No, because MGM still owns the rights to Ghoulies and Troll, but somehow Charles Band got the rights back to Trancers 1 and 2, or Trancers 1. And I don't know, like, I think they also got the rights back to Tourist Trap. I don't know who got the rights to Dolls.
I just pictured Charles Band like in front of the gate at MGM just scratching himself. He's like, "Hey, you got any of them rights leavings yet?" And they're like, "Charles, yeah, just take these transfers, I guess. I don't know, maybe Arena."
Arena, yeah. Like, can I have robot jocks? No, but you can have Crash and Burn. Okay, I'll take it.
Gotcha, suckers.
Charles Band jokes are my favorite joke.
We really turned him into like this snake oil selling charlatan.
What's funny is Full Moon follows me on Twitter. I wonder if he'll ever come across this. Probably not.
Like someone at MGM is probably like just like he sees Charles Band like standing out there outside the gate every day, and he's finally yelled at him like, Charles, if you promise to go away, we'll give you a tourist trap. He's like, done and done. I was gonna go away anyway, suckers.
And then he's back.
My bus was almost here anyway.
He's back the next day. I never said how long I'll be gone.
Can I get the rights to Wizard of Oz? Like, that wasn't an Empire Pictures movie. No, but I want it.
Oh, man.
I'll settle for Tootsie.
Eric says Peter Jackson's King Kong was at the top of that building, and the movie still had another 15 minutes to go. If you're wondering why people complain about the length of Peter Jackson's movies.
I mean, fuck. So, I mean, I actually like the extended cuts of Lord of the Rings because they got more of the books in there. It feels more like 6 movies than 3 movies, but that's fine. King Kong, though, did not need to be like 2.5 hours long. Like that was so much bullshit. It was all just a whole lot of filler.
What was its tagline? This summer, you'll believe that apes can fly.
He didn't do a very good job when he fell off the building.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. You guys got any other movies to fill the last 15 minutes?
Munchies.
Oh,
I watched
Munchies. You did watch a horror movie. You did watch a horror movie. Why didn't you leave with that, hot dog?
Munchie. I don't know. You guys were making fun of me about the rom-com thing.
Oh, yeah, Munchies is my favorite rom-com. You know, it's Harvey Korman, you know, in a love scene with himself, which is weird because he's playing twin brothers. But
wait, what?
Were they twins the whole time?
According to Wikipedia, they were. I think they were supposed to have the same last name, but it's for some reason it never comes up in the movie.
I can't believe I never caught that. How crazy!
It's like a Quest for the Delta Knights, where David Warner plays like a dual role, but they never explain why he's playing a dual role. He's just playing 2 characters in the movie.
Oh man, that totally would make sense.
Munchies finally makes sense now. Oh man.
I love Munchies.
That movie was bullshit.
I'm gonna write a blog article for like Vulture that says how to love Munchies with one simple trick. It's just knowing that Harvey Korman played twins.
10 secrets about Munchies. Number 1 may surprise you.
Can we write a bunch of shitty blog articles to like Polygon just so they never get published? Like, what the fuck is a Munchie?
Dom DeLuise, I thought he was dead.
Oh man!
So tell me about Munchies, hot dog, before we lose the thread of conversation again.
Right?
Imagine what?
Oh, no, because I was about to say. No,
Nasser, we're losing the thread of conversation.
I love how Nasser does this, and he goes, "Sorry, Weenie. I know we never talk about your movies, but they're fucking trash anyway."
No, go ahead. Fine, I won't say it. I'll save it for the end. Go ahead.
They find a little gremlin critter guy in Peru and in Machu Picchu, and then it turns out, even though he's really nice, if you chop him into pieces, each piece becomes its own munchie. And they're
assholes.
They're assholes, but I appreciate they spoke like street lingo. Like, oh, hell nah, man, what's up? Hell nah. Like, all the munchies talk like that, which is super weird.
And they're all voiced by Frank Welker, so it's like Frank Welker doing like his Stripe from Gremlins voice, but if Stripe was like, you know, a Harlem Globetrotter, like, hey yo sister, what's the haps? Oh shit, we gonna get us into some shit right now, girl. Mm-hmm. Like, what?
Look at that one over there. Awful, completely dog shit movie. It's one of those things that I remember liking as a kid, but I haven't seen since then. I had to have seen it at least twice as a kid. And watching it now, I don't know what I was thinking, you know?
I mean, I watched some garbage too, like The Skateboard Kid when I was a child and enjoyed it.
See, but I give that a pass, though, because those are total kids' movies. This one has some weird identity crisis where it feels like a kid's movie, but those things are killing people. Like, there's no darkness in that movie, like Gremlins.
It is weird. So it's like in the original draft of Gremlins, when they spill the water, when they feed Gizmo, not the other ones after midnight, and then he turns into a gremlin, and Gizmo's out of the movie. But then they realized that Gizmo was like really cute and popular and merchandisable, so they changed the whole thing. Like, oh well, he's going to spawn a bunch of other Mogwai, and they'll turn into the Gremlins, and then Gizmo can stay around. This movie like introduces its version of Gizmo, which is like this cute, friendly, like Munchie. And then they like strap him down to a pool table and like draw and quarter him, and then he's like the good Munchie is dead. Now there's like 4 evil Munchies that all talk like I don't know, like they're from a Shaft movie or something. It's like why that they didn't. It's a Roger Corman movie, so of course he did not like understand the lesson that Steven Spielberg and Joe Dante understood because he's Roger Corman.
And really, Munchie only gets a pass for Dom DeLuise, you know.
Yeah, I did. I've never seen Munchie Strikes Back, which is the 3rd entry in the Munchies trilogy.
The third and final, the conclusion to the Munchie
nail
saga.
in the coffin of that beloved franchise. But Munchie I saw a long time ago, and it was like a VHS rental. Butt Munchie, yes, I did see the porn parody, which also had Dom DeLuise in it, which was weird. Except he wasn't.
That's not that weird.
Yeah, except he wasn't the voice of Munchie. He was the guy that fucked Munchie. It was really, really odd.
I wish I could do a Dom DeLuise impression for that joke.
Dom DeLuise, like, what would a Dom DeLuise impression even sound like? He just did a bunch of wild takes, like,
and he did the exasperated thing, like the, you know.
Kermit the Frog. Oh, there's an alligator in the swamp. An alligator in the swamp. Something like that. I have no idea. I've never tried.
That's pretty close. You could be Munchie in the next one. Munchie Rides Again.
I could be Discount Munchie from Munchie Strikes Back if I tried hard enough.
You know, they didn't even get Dom DeLuise for the 3rd one.
No, they didn't. They got some guy doing a Dom DeLuise impression.
What a low bar, by the way. Like your career, like I'm the Dom DeLuise impersonator.
You know what's weirder though is like that Blu-ray you got. It has Munchie and it has Munchies, but you know someone at some point was like, "Hey, do we want to put Munchie Strikes Back on this?" Like, nah, we don't need to do that. Let's just do 1 and 2, and we'll just.
I picture it being like a Titanic thing where someone's like, "There's no room," and then they're like, "No, there's plenty of room." They're like, "No, there's not. No more room."
You know, we could always add it as a bonus disc. Like, no, we don't got to do that.
We really don't.
It's like Killer Crocodile has Killer Crocodile 2 as a bonus feature on the disc. It's like it's not even on the packaging. It's like we're just gonna add the sequel in here as a bonus feature, just in case you want to hurt yourself.
The thing is, too, you could have just put Munchies 3 on there in like standard definition, and no one would give a shit. No one would be like, "Damn." Yeah, well, that and no one has ever said, "Man, I really want to watch Munchie Strikes Again in high def." You know?
Yeah, right. I need to see every pore on their face. I want to see the puppeteer's hand
of
Munchie's ass.
I want to see his fingerprints on Munchie's stomach for the inside.
Oh, but I mean, it is kind of like tragic though, because that means that Munchie Strikes Back is like lost because it's never going to get a single Blu-ray release. It's just going to disappear into the ether. We're going to have Munchie.
Lost media. I have to see it right now.
Right?
Vinegar Syndrome released Hobgoblins. They could release Munchie Strikes Back, and we'd all buy it because it's limited.
I bought Hobgoblins, but I never watched it.
It's absolutely true. I mean, so Vinegar Syndrome is to Mark as Criterion is to Nasser. I mean, you put something out in a Vinegar Syndrome, and I'm on that shit like stink on rice. I will pick that up.
Oh man,
Tammy and the T-Rex, sign me up.
Mark, you know what I was going to say earlier was when you mentioned David Warner, I was going to say I just watched one of the Twin Peaks episodes where his character shows up for like 3 minutes, and he's like, "All right, you guys are on your own."
That last stretch of Twin Peaks, they had a bunch of like famous character actors in it as almost like stunt casting, and they don't do anything. Like Tony Jay is in the episode. He's the guy who died. He's the old guy who dies fucking someone. He has like a heart attack during sex. That's Tony Jay, who is a famous character actor and was in he's also a voice actor in a bunch of cartoons, and they don't do anything with him. And like David Warner's in there, like, oh shit, David Warner just showed up. He's an awesome villain and everything he's in. He's like, okay, I've got to go film Quest of the Delta Knights. I'll see you all later. And then he's just out of the movie.
Yeah.
I have to be in Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze in 5 minutes. Excuse me, please.
Right. When he showed up, I thought of you because you made that joke before where you're like, yeah, David Warner's in it, but then he shows up for 2 minutes and he's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Nerdy texts an accountant says, have you seen the sequel to Hobgoblins? Well, have you guys seen the sequel?
I know it exists, but I don't count it because they made it after the Mystery Science Theater 3000 episode, like, turned Hobgoblins into a meme. So I feel like the sequel is just riding the fame of the Mystery Science Theater 3000 episode. It's not an authentic sequel like Ghoulies 2. So
Yeah.
it is beneath me.
Huh.
Hot Dog, I bet you've seen it.
No, I didn't even know it existed. I didn't even find out about Hobgoblins until maybe 5 or 6 years ago.
Huh.
And I just can't give less of a shit about it. God damn.
Billy says we
You'll sit
need
there
to.
and you'll watch Munchie, but you'd be like, Hobgoblins, oh please.
I
Like,
would choose Munchie over Hobgoblins. I appreciate those kids movies with Dom DeLuise. That and Skateboard Kid. That would have been a great double feature.
You're the only one who's there. Skateboard Kid. You're the only one who's like vying for Troll in Central Park to get an HD release, aren't you? Like, Dom DeLuise's finest animated role in a Don Bluth movie, if you discount every other Don Bluth movie ever made, because he's in all of them.
Billy says we need a Fast and Furious / Munchies crossover. Would that work?
They do drive, and they don't really ever show or explain how.
Huh.
Yeah, I guess like two of them work the pedals, and one of them works the stick, and then like one of them works the wheel, and one of them is like lookout on the dashboard. But there's only 4 Munchies, so even that doesn't work.
They could make more. Why didn't they just do that, by the way?
It's Roger Corman, and he only had enough money for 4 Munchies puppets. That's actually a problem. It's the reason why in Critters, that one critter that eats the fireworks doesn't blow up, is because they didn't have enough money to make another critter puppet. So like, all right, that one's just gonna have to faint.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Chiodo brothers we're like, well, we could blow this critter up, but there will be one critter short for the rest of the movie, so that one's just gonna like fall over.
Oh man, Mark, not to overshadow Weenie, because I guess I told him we could talk about his movies, but you know what movie we could spend at least the last 4 minutes.
We got 3 minutes, Nasser. Get to the point.
Before your melatonin kicks in and you pass out.
Mark, so I got that Lon Chaney DVD set, and you were like, you should watch The Monster. It's a really good one. And you're like, oh, Lon Chaney in this mental asylum.
Like, yeah, the movie fucking sucked. I hate it. Go to hell, Mark.
And you're like, yeah, he causes people to have accidents, and then he chops up their bodies and makes them into monsters. I was like, it's like, oh my goodness, this must be like a classic movie I've never seen. And I put it on. It was so boring. He does nothing cool. Like, I mean, he's good. He's good. He looks creepy. But then his character, his character just stands there on the balcony, and he's like, "You mere mortals, I will destroy your souls. Would you like a cup of tea?" And then that's how it goes. And they're like chilling.
You're like, oh, this movie's boring. I'm gonna go back to watching Twin Peaks season 2. Fuck you, Nasser.
yes, but he's like, and then the people are like, oh no, we were captive here. We must drink the tea. And then it's like, I don't know. There was like nothing cool that really happened.
You just don't like discount Buster Keaton. That's your problem. Like, the main character is like very obviously like discount Buster Keaton. Like, he's wearing the glasses and everything.
He is discount Buster Keaton.
And he does like a whole bunch of like stupid pratfalls, and he has a whole thing where it's like, I went to a correspondence school for to become a detective, and I'm going to solve the mystery of the insane asylum.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys can all sub to Weenie at this link. Weenie, if you wanted to ramble about your channel.
I talk about Blu-rays and horror movies and the combination of both.
Yes, and you upload at the perfect time so I could watch your videos while I eat breakfast. Except I hate
I do it.
I hate when your videos are like 3 minutes long. I'm like, Weenie, why couldn't this be 10?
I rarely do 3 minute long.
Well, you did one the other day. I was so upset because it was 5 minutes long, and I was listening to it as I was like making my cereal. Like, I was like taking the milk out the fridge. I was listening to it. I was putting everything together. Then I sat down. I started eating my cereal. And I was like, wait, I'm at the end already. I was so disappointed, and I'm like furiously like trying to find like something else interesting to watch.
The video's over already? My Rice Krispies have but snapped and crackled. They have not even popped yet.
No, I was trying to find just another like short video. I was like, I can't find another good 5-minute video. What am I gonna do? So I was disappointed.
And that's when you just poured your cereal down the sink and you starved. Because if I can't watch a good video on YouTube while I eat, then I'm just gonna sit here and be hungry.
Right. I guess I'll wait for the next upload.
Eric says Weenie also loves the sound of your voice.
That's why he calls me before he goes to bed.
Right.
Like,
Tell me
read
about
me a
munchies
story.
again.
Tell me about the munchies.
Right. Right. And, no, I call him like, Weenie, can you read me the entire Wikipedia on silent film?
Oh, jeez.
And then if I really can't sleep, I'm like, well, can you read the one now about Lost film, please?
No, you call them up whenever you have one of those like little kid questions, like, hey, hot dog, it's me, Nasser. I just wanted to call because I had a question. I was watching Munchies, and the Munchies were driving the car, but how do they drive the car when they're so small? And how come there's only 4 Munchies? And why aren't any of the 4 Munchies in the sequel, Munchie? And why is the sequel called Munchie? Shouldn't the first one be called Munchie and the second one be called Munchies? That's how Alien worked. It was Alien, then Alien. None of this makes any sense.
It's like the time on Family Guy where Peter was like, Lois, when people die, do they sometimes come back for a little while? He was like, so, are you gonna die? And she's like, yes, Peter, we all die. Oh my goodness. That's me calling up Weenie. Oh my goodness. But
Hot dog, what happens to us when we die? And Hot dog's like, well, nothing good if you touch yourself. And
wait, did I cut you off?
I said, and Nasser's like, and then you cut me off right there, and you played the ending.
No, yeah.
I was gonna be like, Nasser's like, oh shucks, I'm touching myself right now.
That's what I've been doing. We're on the phone, and you're talking about munchies and cremblies and crazies.
Isn't that what you
crazy
do?
Little bastard.
Isn't that what you do when we talk about chairs?
We're gonna. Am I always on trial here?
Yeah.
Well, well, so far, Kinonomicon hasn't gotten to my secret fetish yet, but there's still next week.
Wait, I don't know if I want to know.
Right. Tell us off air.
Imagine